Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for being with us here today so early in the morning. We really appreciate that. My name is Justyna, and I'm a product manager for Google Maps platform. Today, I will be joined on the scene with my colleagues, Greg and Mark. We know that understanding the world, understanding location, is more critical than ever before. Geospatial insights are the key to so many different decisions. Optimizing logistics, understanding customer behavior, tackling the huge challenges of sustainability. And today we're very excited to share with you our latest developments from Google Maps platform, Google Earth Engine, and BigQuery, and how these tools, these new geospatial tools that we're bringing today to the market, can help you drive more informed decisions and stronger business growth. The geospatial analytics market is rapidly evolving, due in part to three key trends. The first one, the sheer power of analytics tools currently available in the market. We're finally at the point when we can make sense of massive amounts of data. Think planetary scale analysis that is becoming accessible for everyone. The second trend we're seeing is hyperlocalization. Location isn't just a factor in making business decisions. It's becoming the critical factor. And AI is definitely a turbocharger here. Previously, we needed the whole teams to clean the data to basically be able to do the geospatial analytics. Currently, many processes are automated, and it's freeing up teams to not to focus on how of processing the data, but more on what's next, making the strategic decisions. The third trend we're seeing is generative AI. For decades, complex geospatial analytics required very steep learning curve. You needed specialized software, you needed to learn how to do that, so very specialized skills. But the generative AI is rapidly changing this narrative. It's removing these very traditional hurdles to geospatial analytics and making it possible for potentially anyone to ask sophisticated questions and actually understand the answers. However, while these trends are advancing geospatial analytics faster than ever before, significant analytics challenges persist for customers across industries. Think about teams in retail and in real estate. One of the most important decisions that they need to make is where to set the next factory, the next distribution center, the next store. However, often they struggle with finding the right data, the data with the right coverage, the data with the right accuracy, and the data in the format that they can really put together and analyze it very quickly. Or consider infrastructure operators. Here, for example, utility companies that are managing our electricity networks. They want to use the latest commercial imagery to be able to understand what is happening with their assets on the ground. They want to automate their operations using imagery, but too often the imagery that they see on the market is the coverage is not good enough, the pictures are not taken from the right angle, and it's just not yet suitable to really make this, to reliably identify asset and to use it to make the decisions better. Also, traffic. So what about departments of transportation that are working tirelessly to keep our roads safe and efficient? They also need integrated traffic data for real-time monitoring and better infrastructure planning. However, existing solutions many times lack sufficient coverage. They're only available on some roads, in some geographies, or they are prohibitively expensive to gain visibility on the whole networks. And underneath these very specific challenges, we see two common frustrations that we hear from our customers and our partners all all the time. So one is defining the right data. Data that has the required freshness, has the required coverage, and the depth of attributes. This is number one. But number two is integrating different data sources together. So trying to make sense from data with variable quality, come with different definitions, is a massive drain on the teams and requires a big amount of preparations. And this is all diverting the very precious time that the teams can spend on making really analyzing the data and making the strategic decisions. And tackling these very common frustrations heads-on has been exactly our focus. Because what do these challenges have in common? They demand a foundation of robust, reliable, and truly comprehensive data. And this is precisely where Google Maps platforms delivers fundamental and critical value. Think about the scale and trust we built over 20 years. Google Maps are powering experiences for over 2 billion people around the world. Also, developers and businesses worldwide rely on Google Maps platform to build millions of applications and websites. So, how are we building this Google Maps platform data? So for the last 20 years, we refined our approach, combining 3 key sources. So first one is AI that is analyzing massive global imagery. Here we're talking about over 280 billion street view images, also aerial imagery and satellite imagery. We are analyzing it constantly to understand what are the changes that are happening all around the world. This, for example, resulted in automatically drawing over 1 million of new roads on our maps. This is exactly where the power of AI is coming in. The second is vital partnerships. We are collaborating with over 10,000 authoritative data sources and agencies all around the world. And the third secret to our great data is incredible global community. So over 500 million of people contribute their local knowledge to keep our maps up to date and useful for everyone. And this is this unique blend. So the power of AI, partnerships, and community validation, that is the key, these are the key ingredients to the quality of Google Maps platform data. Because, as we all know, map, no matter how detailed, loses its value if it doesn't reflect the world as it is right now. So our goal at Google Maps platform is to provide comprehensive, accurate, and truly living model of the real world. Let me give you just a couple of quick examples about how this commitment works in practice. Let's start from our places. So places provide comprehensive information for more than 250 businesses and places of interest worldwide. The data is continuously updated. So you always can make a strategic decision based on the freshest information available. Or consider our routes information. It's not just useful for very extensive route planning, but it also provides real-time traffic for over 200 countries and territories worldwide. This is very important across many industries, whether you're optimizing logistics, managing deliveries, or simply trying to navigate our complex cities. So Google Maps platform provides that incredibly fresh, detailed view of our cities, of our roads, and the businesses worldwide. But what about understanding our planet itself? And that's where the power of Google Earth Engine comes into play. So Earth Engine provides data scientists worldwide with a treasure trove of information focused on planetary scale understanding. It is often the very essential information that is that is helping tackle some of the most pressing challenges of the world nowadays. So we have the powerful data from Google Maps platform. We have the planetary scale data from Earth Engine. But historically, as many of you probably know, accessing them for analytics purposes has been a very big challenge. And today, I am very excited to announce that this is changing fundamentally. We're bringing key Google Maps platform datasets, powerful Earth Engine data, together with advanced AI capabilities directly into BigQuery to enable anyone to conduct data analytics on Google Maps data. This integration puts a vast amount of geospatial intelligence right into the hands of developers. And you can use that data in a familiar BigQuery environment and also use our AI capabilities there. So I'm thrilled to announce that we're launching a whole new portfolio of geospatial analytics offerings today. Here's a snapshot of what we're launching. So the first product is Roads Management Insights. It's currently in a preview, and it's designed to help public sector, data authorities, and cities worldwide to manage their traffic in real time, and also to plan infrastructure investments and any other improvements for the future. The second product is Places Insights, also currently in preview. This product helps retail, real estate, travel and dining companies drive better site selection and also understanding competitive environment that they are operating in. The third product is Imagery Insights, and you're going to hear a little bit more about Imagery Insights later today from my colleagues. It's currently in experimental, and it leverages AI on the large-scale imagery to help telcos, public sector, and utility companies to transform asset monitoring and operations. The last product we're also looking into is Earth Engine. That is also currently in a preview, and it provides access to over 20 Earth Engine datasets together with a new BigQuery geospatial function. So ultimately, bringing all of these new datasets into BigQuery will empower your teams to tackle critical business and sustainability decisions, all within a BigQuery environment. So you can answer questions like, what is happening on my road network? Or where should I set my new store? How can we optimize the maintenance of our vast infrastructure network? But also, how do we build truly transparent and sustainable global supply chains? The products we announced today are the key first step, tackling real industry challenges with fresh geospatial data right within BigQuery. But this is just the start, and our vision is clear, is to enable professionals to make better and faster decisions with Google's fresh, comprehensive geospatial data, powerful cloud computing, and AI-ready analytics tools. We're committed to help you drive better, faster, sustainable decisions. And we are very excited to be building this future with all of you. And now, let's learn a little bit more about each product and the key customer problems it solves. So let's start from Earth Engine and BigQuery. So the goal of the new integration is to bring vector and raster data together. But what does it even mean? So BigQuery is best suited for analyzing large data sets that are arranged in rows and columns, like specific locations, boundary information, or routes. We are calling that vector data. On the other hand, Google Earth Engine powerfully handles map information that comes from the images, like photos taken from space. And this is what we call raster data. However, accessing Earth Engine's full potential often requires advanced skills, advanced raster analytics skills that go beyond the typical SQL skill set. And this limits many scientists who would otherwise find Earth Engine data very useful for their analytics to accessing it properly. So our goal is to bridge these two solutions. So to unlock Earth Engine data within the BigQuery environment. And to achieve this, we're announcing Earth Engine in BigQuery, our new product. So this represents an extension of BigQuery's existing geospatial capabilities. And this is specifically designed to broaden access to raster data to the communities, to the SQL communities that didn't have full access to that until now. So there are two key features that are enabling this integration. So the first one is a new geospatial function in BigQuery that is called ST region stats. And this function lets you efficiently pull statistics directly from raster data and use it within the BigQuery environment. And second, what we're making available is the new Earth Engine datasets. They will be currently available in Analytics Hub. It's over 20 datasets that you can access through BigQuery and finding all of this data will be much, much easier and easier to integrate into your existing workflows. So our goal is to power a variety of different sustainability use cases. We are starting with climate risk and resilience, sustainable sourcing, air quality and methane, but we are also looking into enabling more and more data sets. On top of that, it's not always only this data that will give you the right answers, so you'll be able to bring your own data sets into BigQuery and analyze everything together to get even better results. So all of these enhancements enable analysts across diverse industries, so whether it is consumer goods, agriculture, or energy, to access vital business and sustainability insights derived from raster data without requiring advanced GIS expertise. And the next product is Places Insights, so please let me pivot to that. So deciding where to expand, where to build your new business, which market to go to, is a very critical decision for businesses across retail, dining, real estate, just to start with. And success fundamentally requires understanding the competitive landscape in any potential area. We know that our customers are seeing a lot of challenges in getting this data together. So the first one is it is definitely difficult to use multiple data sources together. So there are inconsistencies with the data, different definitions, different schemas. So bringing all of this data together is often a very big hurdle for the teams. But even finding the data is often a big hurdle. Finding the data that has the right accuracy, is comprehensive enough, have the right information included and the right coverage is many times a very big issue. And on top of that, the data is very often not even ready for analysis, so it requires a lot of cleaning, a lot of preparations that is diverting the precious times from the teams into more mundane actions. So we understand that this overhead can be very, very frustrating and takes away that time that we would like to give back to the teams to make strategic decisions. So here we're announcing Places Insights that is currently in a private preview. We are talking about insights derived from the data for, as I mentioned before, over 250 million businesses and POIs worldwide. The data is updated every month. It's classified under over 300 places types and packed with over 70 valuable insights. Crucially, the access is provided in BigQuery clean rooms, which is allowing you not only to use our Places Insights data in the vacuum, but also bring your data to to conduct analysis in a more joint way. So you can unlock deeper insights without compromising the privacy of your data. So what places insights are unlocking for you? Definitely deeper understanding of your customers and markets. You can pinpoint the ideal location for your next store, or understand how geospatial characteristic of the place is correlating with the success of your business. You can also analyze potential of new markets that you want to grow to. And you can do it all in BigQuery environment using familiar SQL on high quality analysis-ready data. And the next product I would like to introduce you to is Roads Management Insights. It is designed to address challenges that public sector, cities, and road authorities face when managing their road networks. So roads are definitely arteries of our cities and communities. They connect people, essential services, and businesses. Yet they also present many very significant challenges. So the first one is road safety. The human cost of road safety on roads is staggering. There are over 1 million preventable deaths and over 50 million of injuries worldwide. We're not even talking about the PTSD as so the mental challenges that people that were in accidents are facing. As we know that traffic accidents are the leading cause of PTSD. They also have a profound economic impact. Beyond that, network efficiency. Well, we all feel the pain of traffic congestions, the wasted time, the lost productivity. Furthermore, environmental insights and environmental impact. The transportation is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions and air pollutions. And all of these critical challenges, safety, congestion, and environmental impact, demand our focus and smarter solutions. To address these complex challenges, we are introducing Roads Management Insights. This new initiative is designed to empower organizations who manage roads, to enable them to keep our roads safe, efficient, and sustainable. So we are working with cities and regions, from major metropolitan areas to smaller urban centers. We're working with road authorities. These may be, for example, private highway operators that are operating roads. Also, we're working with public sector organizations worldwide that are engaged in urban development and the delivery of public services. By equipping these organizations with access to powerful Google Road information, Roads Management Insights aims to help them tackle the complexities of modern road management and contribute to a better transportation future for all of us. At its heart, Google Roads Management Insights leverages data, Google incredibly rich and comprehensive road information, and allows customers to integrate them into their existing workflows, so the third-party solutions that they are operating. This allows organizations to move beyond the slow, traditional data collection towards truly proactive management of our road networks. It helps achieve this in two crucial ways. So the first one is smarter long-term planning. So you can imagine easily analyzing traffic patterns to be able to pinpoint the location, pinpoint those recurring congestions, accident hotspots, identify bottlenecks that are happening on the road network, and really understand how the traffic flows through seasons, through days, but even through basically on a minute scale to understand what is happening on the road network. This leads to a smarter infrastructure investment and allows proactive measures to fix problems before they even occur. For example, the data authorities can adjust the traffic lights, can build speed bumps or limit, or also bring the speed limits down. There are many things that they can do if they understand what is exactly happening on the road networks, and that's what Roads Management Insights is aimed at helping them with. The second is immediate action when seconds counts, because as we all know, things happen very, very fast on our roads. So what we're aiming at provide here with our roads management insights is the powerful, near real-time monitoring using live data and sophisticated algorithms. We want to help detect unusual events as they happen, so as soon as possible to give road managers instant awareness about what is happening in the right moment on the road network. Because this will enable them to act quickly and decisively. So they can quickly adjust traffic signals, they can efficiently coordinate key services, or instantly alert drivers on the roads to the hazards that are happening on the roads. And this is all aimed at minimizing disruptions and keeping traffic flowing safely. So Google Roads Management Insight is providing critical intelligence needed for both long-term strategic planning and real-time actions. We want to help create smoother, more efficient road network that safety of all of us will be more protected. And now, please let me invite my colleague, Greg, who will be talking about our next product, Imagery Insights.
Thank you, Justyna. It's very exciting to see all the amazing progress with geospatial analytics overall. That was an amazing set of products we're launching. But we want to just jump into Imagery Insights and talk about what we're doing there. So as sensing technology continues to improve and scale, along with powerful compute and breakthrough AI, we are on a path to an evergreen digital understanding of the physical world that is accurate, semantically rich, and predictive. However, today's infrastructure operators have faced challenges to scale the impact of this tech advancement. For that matter, truck rolls are still a primary means of collecting data, from basic inventory questions to just-in-time information for real-time decision-making. After spending time with these infra operators, we've identified 3 critical challenges that have created headwinds to scaling impact in their businesses. First, operators find it difficult to capture and analyze sensor data at scale. It can be time-consuming, costly, and error-prone. Second, scaling a collection and analysis program proves difficult when it's not a core competency of that particular infrastructure operator. Third, maintaining an up-to-date, evergreen understanding of that infrastructure continues to be a struggle on an ongoing basis for these folks. To address these challenges, today, we're announcing the restricted experimental launch of Imagery Insights, a new category of imagery data sets which enables you to streamline operations, improve workflows, and make smarter decisions about your infrastructure. Imagery Insights is enabled by large-scale remote sensing data collection, sophisticated geodata processing, and AI-powered insights from Google Maps imagery. Our first Imagery Insights data set is from a product we all know and love, Street View. Starting with this data set, you can identify and assess infrastructure assets like utility poles, road signs, and other physical infrastructure on the roadway. We have the opportunity to work together to scale the impact of Imagery Insights for infrastructure operators, communities, and citizens. Let's work together to make this happen. Here's how it works. Users subscribe to the Imagery Insights dataset in BigQuery and can complete data inspection and analysis activities within that platform. Users can then analyze the data either using a notebook, a cloud run service, which allows horizontal scaling, or a streaming service. Once a compute service is chosen, you can then choose the right modeling approach to fit your particular business problem. You can start out easy with out-of-the-box performance from Gemini, or go deeper with custom development with AutoML. Or you can go all the way to importing your own proprietary models, which our partner will talk about later. This allows you to match the type of modeling, the investment of your effort to the performance and quality that you're after with your modeling program. The best problem solvers are those closest to the infrastructure. By empowering users with the right data, scalable spatial analysis, and advanced AI models and tooling, we can provide the right tools for the job to realize scaled impact in these industries. Street View has captured over 280 billion images. Just think of the scale of that corpus of data over time and over space in over 100 countries. And this is something we could have never imagined when we started this program in 2007. It's just amazing. It provides both a 360-degree view and a 3D view, which enables both a semantic and spatially aware understanding of the street-level world at massive scale. Street View also provides a spatially and temporally diverse understanding, which allows you to better extract insights and understand how assets are actually changing over time. BigQuery allows scaled spatial analysis with a wide range of data sets alongside the Street View data. Just think of the useful analysis that can be done by combining Street View data with other data provided by BigQuery, as well as this new connectivity to Earth Engine, which allows you to then intersect climate-type data, risk analysis with physical infrastructure. We really hope to see the community do great things with this combination. The AI magic then happens by connecting Street View imagery to Vertex AI. This then enables users to combine their understanding of their infrastructure with powerful and flexible AI models like AutoML and Gemini and Vertex. Additionally, third parties can then bring in their own models, and our partner will go through that. Much of our physical infrastructure has been deployed over many decades, so there still exists a lack of understanding of where, if you can believe it, where all the infrastructure is at in the world. So just basic inventory question is still an open issue for a lot of folks worldwide. Even if they know where this data is at, it's a mixed understanding typically because it was captured over different baselining efforts with varying quality levels. Using Street View data from Imagery Insights, it's possible to accurately inventory distributed assets out in the wild. A good example is utility poles. These are the unsung heroes of our electrical grid. They carry a significant amount of attached equipment for electrical and communications distribution. But they're not well known where all this equipment's at and what's the state of that equipment. So by using this data set, you can find the accurate location of the pole, where that equipment's at, and then you can subclassify the pole down to the specific attachments. And so think of a case where you have a known safety issue with a model of equipment, but you don't know where it's at in your distributed network. Using this capability in the data, you can then identify where those are at and then set up a maintenance program to go out and do a replacement cycle in a cost-effective manner. Maintaining our transportation infrastructure is a vital job that is a continuous operation. Streamlining infrastructure assessment and maintenance will create a more sustainable operating model for DOTs globally. Let's look at road signs. By using the rich Street View data and Imagery Insights, users are able to find road signs, assess current condition, and by having access to historical data, predict the future state of the sign, helping the DOT pick the right time for an intervention, thereby optimizing their maintenance time and money. Let's take a look how this data set is being used today. During our explorations with DOTs, we had the great opportunity to partner and collaborate with Bentley Systems, who has a long history of providing engineering software solutions to the transportation market. I'm really excited to hand off to Mark Pittman at Bentley Systems, who will walk through how they are using Imagery Insights to benefit customers. Come on up, Mark.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's so exciting to be on the stage here and to listen to the really cool things that the team at Google builds. And the reason why is, for me in particular, it was incredibly transformative to the business that I built over 11 years ago. Built effectively from the ground up on GCP, we have partnered deeply with Google. 18 months ago, Blyncsy joined the Bentley System family of companies. I'm really excited to talk to you today about the collaboration that we've had with the Google team and the work that we're doing to accelerate infrastructure intelligence around the world. So at Bentley, we build software to design, build, operate, and maintain the world's infrastructure. From the power lines that turn the light switches on to the roads and bridges that got you here today, we build the software that enables the women and men around the world to design, build, operate, and maintain the infrastructure. This is such a critical ask, and every day we have the privilege to serve public servants who engage in these core missions and applications for us. But the focus for us has really been to take this deeper, faster, smarter, be more intelligent about the work we get to do every day. And we're going to focus really specifically here on the work that we do here at Blyncsy. Every day, dash cams are equipped in millions of vehicles driving the nation's and the world's roadways. These are used for their own inspection purposes to make sure the driver is not doing something bad behind the wheel, used for insurance and other purposes. But it's capturing a picture of the road infrastructure perpetually, all of the time, and reporting that in near real time through the cellular network. We've used this technology to build an application that inspects the condition of our assets in near real time, report those back to our state departments of transportation, cities and counties, to help them understand where they need to be, where they need to go, and what they need to do without putting themselves in harm's way. This was a fundamental leap forward for a variety of reasons. Today, it costs roughly $100 per mile to send someone out in a truck to go inspect the roadways by hand. We're able to reduce that cost down below 10. We're able to accelerate this technology to operate in near real time on your roadways. Think about crowded freeways during rush hour and other examples like that. But really for us, the focus was identifying those things that are safety critical to the roadway operators today and to the traveling public. How do we engage with a Vision Zero mentality to reduce fatalities on a road infrastructure, improve the reliability of your transportation system, and improve its resiliency? So for us, that really focused on using the Google architecture. Built on the ground up on Google Cloud, integrated with Vertex, we're really pushing the envelope on what's possible here by ingesting hundreds of millions of images in near real time, perpetually around the world. But today, we're excited to announce the next future of this application. So by integrating Google Street View technology into this data that we've built, we can accelerate this further and take it global. Using 360 imagery from Google Street View and combined with powerful asset analytics to identify the condition of an asset, inventory that asset, and report information back to an agency in near real time, we can make the technology available at global scale with incredibly enhanced capabilities. The ability to look back in time to understand what your infrastructure looked like 6 months ago before something happened to it is critical. The ability to understand what happened before and after a disaster occurred to your community allows you to recover faster, cheaper, and smarter and get people back to the way of life they had beforehand. Of course, the most incredible part for us is to start to use this technology to become more proactive, to identify a small pothole that needs to be fixed before it becomes a large pothole that degrades the road base, to identify a stop sign that was there yesterday and is missing today that may cause a driver to get into a traffic fatality tomorrow. Those are the types of insights we get to enable and leverage through our incredible partnership here with GCP. Now, the future is being told in real time, and let's walk through what that might look like here. So we're going to take you here on Google Earth to California. We're going to take you to the Pacific Palisades fires and show you some examples of what this might look like. Before and after imagery of the Pacific Palisades fires collected through Blyncsy dashcam imagery and compared in Google Street View. You can see the devastation unfolding in the community here, and the ability to recover quickly, to recover intelligently, and to do that in the most resource-rich way is crucial. On the other end of the country, we look at things like hurricanes that impact areas. Hurricane Milton, for example, that impacted Florida last year, using dashcam imagery to inspect the before and after of assets that were knocked down by the heavy rains and winds in those environments, combined with Google Street View to understand what that capability looks like at leverage scale. So for us, the future is really being untold in a new way. And here's why it matters. We're looking to use this technology to reduce the cost of inspections by 50% or more globally. Leverage and use this technology to speed up delivery times by 98% or faster, allowing government agencies to react quicker, reduce the cost of data collection, and focus on the critical services operation that they provide to the traveling public instead of being bogged down in manual data collection and overblown budgetary requirements. Reducing contract risk is another core piece here. If a government agency lets a contract and sends a vendor out to collect data for a year and something happens to that vendor in that period of time, the government may lose millions of dollars in that data collection process. That imagery may never make it to the government's servers, and even then, there's risk and liability associated with that imagery and those insights being stored on a government computer. So how do we enable these things at faster scale? We focus on change detection insights. We identify the before and the after from last week to today. We highlight the critical differences, the impacts that are necessary. We report those as quickly as possible to the agency that needs to make that decision and highlight the relative value of that impact to the traveling public. This is really crucial because Google Street View enables us for the first time to look back in time. And for us, the past leverages what the future will look like going forward. Combining Google Street View data with crowdsourced dashcam imagery enables a self-healing, self-learning map of the world that evolves quickly and intelligently to identify infrastructure conditions and issues, but also helps us understand how the world is changing. That's the incredible power of the technology that we've been building here together, and I'm really, really excited to share it here with you today. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. It's exciting to see all of the progress and the early work that's happening there. Look forward to the ongoing commercial releases of these products. So it's really, really exciting. So in conclusion, I just want to close up, leveraging our geospatial analytics data sets integrated into BigQuery, we can now enable key business and sustainability decisions, such as how to optimize operations, maintenance of infrastructure, which Mark just covered, enable sustainable sourcing with the global supply chain transparency through Earth Engine with BigQuery, improve road safety and reduce congestion with RMI and imagery insights, and much, much more, especially adding in places insights. Together, we invite you to discover how Google can help you unlock the power of geospatial data and drive meaningful impact for your business in the world. We really want you to take advantage and get access to our data for testing through our early preview programs. Please scan the QR code here, and we'll get in touch with you if you sign up. So thank you.